I am majoring in art and design and minoring in film studies.
And I am studying philosophy and pre-medicine.
I'm a physics and math major.
I graduated in 2001.
I have always been unique in that I have my certain passions and certain disciplines, but I love being interdisciplinary.
And as I learned more about engineering and chemical engineering, I realized that it was a combination of all of the things that I found so interesting and intriguing.
Year after year, I would be thinking about where do I want to go to college, and I applied to 7 schools, but in the back of my head I was like, the Park Scholarship, it still sounds like that's what I'm supposed to be doing.
I am immensely grateful for the Park Scholarship, and I'm so glad that I came to NC State. If I had the choice to transfer now, I wouldn't do it.
I think I really value the network of the Park Scholarships program. The current students and also the alumni are really inspiring. They push me to, do things that I wouldn't normally do and become the type of person that I don't think I'd be without them.
I worked on a project my freshman year with other Park Scholars and had the New York Times with us that we had gotten from the Park office, and we were reading it. And we saw that there was an article that an NC State professor was cited in, and I was just like, well, we have to meet him. So we did. I'd never met this man before, but I just, shook his hand and said, I'm Lauren Caddick, I'm a Park Scholar, and we're working on a project, and we just want to talk to you about it. And his face kind of lit up, but taking that initiative to step in the door was just so much more gratifying of an experience for my education than anything else. And I definitely thank the Park for doing that.
I considered myself to be a leader in high school, but coming here to the program, I was able to learn more about leadership and to see other leaders, to meet people like General Hugh Shelton and to meet Dr. John Hope Franklin, and then the opportunities that you're afforded to do research that most undergrads don't get to do.
The department head of the physics department here at State, because I was a potential Park Scholar, they tried to lure me into their department with a research internship, and I haven't stopped doing research since. One of the great things about Park is that we were required to go find a Park faculty mentor, and my faculty mentor is actually the Associate Dean of the College of Sciences, and she's a woman. And so I get to go meet with her every month or so and talk to her about how my life's doing, and she just sits there and listens and gives me advice about what it means to be a woman in science.
And I could tell you each year, the passion, the competitiveness really goes to another level. And so it's very impressive to see the coursework that these students are doing, to see the different interests that they're pursuing outside of the classroom, and really just pushing the envelope.
So one of our biggest events every year is the Krispy Kreme Challenge. It was started by a group of Park Scholars about 10 years ago, maybe 9 or 10 years ago. And it's grown to over 8,000 racers, and we've raised over cumulative $550,000 for the North Carolina Children's Hospital. Each year the senior class selects a legacy project that they think could either give back to the Park Scholarships program or give back to the NC State community. The class of 2014 decided that we'd like to create an endowment for the Park Enrichment Grant Fund. The Park Enrichment Grant are opportunities for scholars to apply for funding, and they can use it for a number of opportunities, personal or professional. I traveled to Belize my freshman year with a group of my friends. We wanted to create an annual trip for the Park Scholarships program that really focused on service and character development. We wanted to create an infrastructure where we could, year after year, help the community help themselves. I think we wanted to take a step back and say, look, we're really here to learn from them and learn about how we can fit into service as a whole.
So I run marathons, well, half marathons, and for me it's a way to raise awareness and raise money for this organization in the Philippines that I've been working with. It's called Gawid Kalinga, which means to give care. And for me it's really important because my dad grew up poor in the Philippines, and if he hadn't been lucky enough to come here and to find a job and to go to college, I wouldn't be where I am now. And to be able to give back to my people and to my country, that means a lot to me. And that's why I run every year.
From the day we walk in the door, we're told that no one person is the same as another. And they love that about us. And so I think that the park kind of gives you that confidence to say, well, that's just me. And if I can be the best person that I can be and really think about, how am I giving back to the community in my own important way, then that's the most important thing of all.
I think the class really wants to do this because we know that the Park Scholarships program is built on 4 pillars: scholarship, leadership, service, and character.
And I think, you know what? what awesome things are Park alumni doing today? And that's where we leave our legacy as well.
To know that there's a student coming in to this program and is continuing in the legacy that my classmates and the park staff have created. I don't ever want that to stop. As long as NC State's a university, I want the park to be an integral part of that university.